Hey there, it is me, Lisa. I am coming in from a Knit Sheep Yarns. I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day or a good Memorial Day weekend. Here in New Jersey, it was cold and wet the whole time. I mean, all of it, all of it. Memorial Day weekend. So I spent most of it inside, just keeping my feet warm. As always, I'm looking off to the side because I want to check my notes and make sure I have everything in mind that I need to talk about for today. Hello. Nice to see some folks have joined me. Hello, how you doing? If you can hear me, just put a quick hi in the chat because I've had some technical difficulties of late and I just want to make sure I can be heard. And I'm going to take a look over on Facebook right now just to make sure all is going well. Sorry about that. That's some madness going on on my phone. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I can be heard. Yay. I just wanted to make sure that that was the case. Anyway, how is everybody doing? I hope everybody's well. I wanted to talk about some new things I've gotten into the shop. So excited. I have been a fan of Pom Pom Magazine since issue 1. I thought it was just unlike anything else that I've seen in magazine world, and I happen to be a magazine lover, so that was always a big to-do for me. I love a good magazine. So I have got the latest issue of Pom Pom in. This is issue number 37. Can you believe there's been 37 issues already? It's called Like a Bird, and all of the patterns inside are inspired by birds in flight, that sort of thing. So I have taken a really good look through issue 37. Let me tell you what I saw. I love the movement in the patterns. I'm going to hold up some of the pictures in the magazine, but if you really want to take a look through the actual patterns, let me do that. We'll look through the patterns and just get a good view of them. Do take a look over on Ravelry, or if you have difficulty using Ravelry right now, you can go to the Pom Pom Magazine website, and they do have some pictures of the patterns inside of the designs. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And that is done in Kelborn Woolens Mojave. It is a beautiful cotton linen blend. What is that one called? I think it's called Sulintu, Soulbird. Yeah, by a designer called Sari Norburn. I just love the detail on that. What I did notice about all the patterns is that they take on a movement in that there's directionality, or there are wing shapes. Look at the wing shape on that sweater sleeve. Love that. We've seen a lot of crop silhouettes. Crop tops of one length or another are still a huge thing right now. There's almost always a sock. And even this sock, you see it's got a feather shape on it. I think the interpretation of the bird, theme, it's just really well done. And as always, there is Although there's a theme linking each piece, they are completely unique. You don't see a lot of repetition. Look at that. I think this would be an ideal piece to stash dive and pull out a contrast color for, because you just need a little bit of the contrast. And I think one of my favorites, let me see if I can find it. Love the design around the neck and shoulders of this piece. Look at that. And while there are a lot of crop pieces, they're not all cropped. And that's the easiest thing to change if you want to change the length. And as always, there's at least one crochet pattern. And if any of the Pom Pom people are looking, hey, consider having a little bit more crochet in here, because I love this piece. But that's what I'm telling you. They all have a sense of movement. There's a beautiful line to everything. So we have Pom Pom in stock. It's available for both shipping and curbside pickup or in-store pickup. So do check it out. Lots of beautiful patterns. And as a bonus, okay, look at that. I got distracted by it. Look at that. All with that sense of movement. There's a fun little tutorial from Fancy Tiger in here for an eyeglasses and mask chain. And there is a recipe, I believe. I thought there was a recipe. No, there's no recipe. My bad. But I thought this was a lot of fun. Beautiful patterns. Look at the cover issue. The cover pattern. Look at the texture on that. And don't the lines on the sweater remind you of geese flying in that V formation? I thought the interpretation of the theme was wonderful. I restocked Embody. I'd sold out of these. So if you are still looking for a copy of Embody, which I was absolutely loving, and I love the idea of creating a capsule wardrobe from one resource. There are sewing patterns in here for a top and dress and a sweater pattern. And all the patterns can be remixed into like 25 different looks. So if you are also a sewist, there's the wool fork dress. And for knitters, there is the Elsum shawl, the Elsum wrap, and the Darren tee, or the Darren top, which I just love that because it's such a versatile piece. You can do it as a cardigan, you can do it as a pullover, short sleeves, long sleeves, cropped or full length, with mohair or without mohair. There's just so many different ways to go, and everything you need to learn in order to complete it is there for you. Any adjustments you might want to make, there are 5 different adjustments that the pattern walks you right through, so you can really make a truly custom garment and make it part of a fully customized capsule wardrobe. So do check out Embody. I have kits prepared for the Darren crop top and the Darren full-length sweater on the website. And just because I am a book lover, I got in some books this time. This is Ready, Set Raglan. Now, the top-down raglan is a very popular sweater shape. And what this is a primer to help you create and customize your ideal raglan sweater that then you can apply to any other raglan pattern you might want to do. If you're new to sweater knitting, I think this is a great place to start because the patterns are not overly complicated. You can make them as ornate as you want, But what they start you off with, let me see if I can find it right quick. What they start you off with is just a plain stocking stitch raglan sweater. And you can work that sweater to just get the idea of how to work a raglan. And all they did was they did a little bit of color blocking. There we are. You can change the yarn if you want to give it some interest. You can give it a little bit of color blocking, but it is a basic raglan sweater. So once you got the hang of that in stockinette, they provided another variation that's garter stitch based. You see the little slit hem. I think there are 10 sweater patterns in here altogether. And if you work your way through them, or if you work through even the first one or two, you'll understand how raglan sweaters come together. And then you see this one, they just introduced a little decorative element along the raglan lines. Super fun. Once again, this is the type of book where not only are you learning how to construct this particular type of garment, there's variations, there's how to change things. They give you instructions for various necklines and cuff and hem treatments. And there's a really great discussion of how to add color and pattern to your sweaters. So look at that section. I thought that was really a cool idea. So by the time you've worked even a couple of the sweaters through here in this book, I think you'd be very comfortable taking on any top-down raglan sweater you found, as you look through your pattern resources. And I think you'd even be comfortable creating a completely unique one of your own. So the book is called Ready, Set, Raglan. And I think it would be a really great addition to any knitter's library. Oh, and there was another fun thing they did too. So they provided you with a little outline of a raglan sweater so that if you wanted to experiment with creating your own color block or your own patterning, you could just color in, you could just color that, you could make a copy of it, color it in, and experiment with how you wanted to use color in your sweater before you ever knit a stitch, which I think is the most time-saving thing. Isn't that a great idea? It's like, why didn't I think of that? So absolutely get yourself a copy of Ready, Set, Raglan. You will understand how to construct your own raglan, top-down raglan sweaters, and really get more courageous with using color. Anyway, I think that's all that I have that's new right now. I want to invite everyone. I don't know if you guys know, but National Knit and Crochet in Public Day is coming up in 2 weeks. It's going to be on Saturday the 12th. I'm going to be putting out a blog post showing you all the nice places to sit and chill and get a stitch on in the complex where my shop is. So if you're coming out and starting to be out and about, I would love to invite you to maybe perch on my sofa. And we have lots of outdoor seating. I'll be putting up pictures of it later. Come on out on the 12th from 12 to 4. I'm inviting you to take part in National Knit and Crochet in Public Day. Anyway, I think that's it from me for today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody. Ooh, and you know what? I have put links to the books I showed you today in the description of this video. So do check them out. They're on the website, available for pickup and shipping. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.